President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi inaugurated a number of national development projects in Upper Egypt via video conference on Wednesday, which comes within a presidential strategy to achieve sustainable development to provide job opportunities for youth in Upper Egypt. Before inspection tours of the project, the head of state affirmed that the state is serious in confronting challenges and will fight for reform, reconstruction and development with the aim of achieving the people's needs. The president asserted that the private sector's participation in the development is the state's new focus and called for the private sector companies to share in the agricultural projects whereby both are partners in development. The story.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi inaugurated a number of national development projects in Upper Egypt via video conference on Wednesday. The president inaugurated a fuel production complex at Asyut Company for oil refinery and thanks people there. President el-Sisi held projects being carried out in Upper Egypt. He stressed that creating work opportunities should be tackled in parallel with establishing new urban communities. The president said that agricultural lands offer new work opportunities. President el-Sisi said new projects should be tackled in parallel with maintaining agricultural lands. The head of state noted that the new projects would amend what happened in the previous years. The president said the government works to increase agricultural lands, adding that every feddan costs the state from 250 to 300,000 pounds. He noted that Decent Life initiative succeeds in promoting citizens' lives. The president said new agricultural lands would be created and necessitate citizens to move there. He called on changing population growth culture to feel the impact of development. On water, the president reiterated that every drop of water is crucial for developmental projects. El-Sisi said newly issued ration cards would cover no more than 2 individuals per card, but added that the new ones would not include any individuals. Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said the government invested £1.1 trillion in Upper Egypt projects. He said the government is working to promote the infrastructure in Upper Egypt. The Prime Minister noted that thousands of new cities and more than 188,000 units had been constructed in Upper Egypt. Premier Madbouli said the government implemented huge electricity, energy and oil projects in Upper Egypt. He stressed that human beings' development was tackled through establishing and promoting new schools and universities there. The Prime Minister also said that the government is promoting health and educational services for citizens in Upper Egypt. He reiterated that Upper Egypt is a big part of the government's plan to develop the whole state. Madbouli hailed Tekeful and the Panorama project as one of the best projects being implemented by the Ministry of Social Solidarity. He said 2/3 of the state's investments were allocated to developing projects in Upper Egypt. The Prime Minister said the unemployment in Upper Egypt had decreased from 13% to 6%. For his part, Minister of Housing, Utilities and Urban Communities Asim Al-Ghazzar said thanks to the new projects in Upper Egypt, unemployment had decreased from 13% to 6%. The minister hailed Decent Life initiative and other developmental initiatives and projects to develop Upper Egypt. He said Egypt faced many urban problems before 2014, adding that the national strategic planning includes 14 urban communities and new 6 cities in Upper Egypt. Minister Al-Ghazzar said the new urban communities in Upper Egypt would include 7 million people. The minister added that the government implemented 40% of the national urban strategy by 2020, reiterating that the new urban communities are considered a good chance to work and invest. He further said that the new urban projects reflect a sincere political will. For his part, Minister of Finance Mohammed Ma'it noted that the erosion and decrease of land areas made a burden on the state, which resorted to importation of products, which had a negative effect on the budget. And Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research Khaled Abdel Ghaffar said his ministry paid great attention to universities of Upper Egypt. The minister said £91 billion were allocated to hospitals in Upper Egypt. Abdel Ghaffar added that the new governmental, private and technological universities were established there. He noted that Decent Life initiative implemented several projects in the field of health. According to Minister Abdel Ghaffar, there are more than 154 hospitals in Upper Egypt, cities and several upgraded intensive care units. And Minister of Oil and Mineral Resources Tariq El Mullah said Egypt had achieved several discoveries through partnerships with international companies. He said his ministry executed a number of projects in the field of natural gas along with distance from the Red Sea to Asyut Governorate. Minister El Mullah said the ministry had recently expanded its production of oil in cooperation with local and international firms.